Friends, continuing the Workpaper series where we are learning hands-on skill on what a testing workpaper looks like and how to document a testing workpaper for different control areas. Today we'll cover the next control area under logical access ITGC category, which is password settings or authentication. And we'll learn today how to document the workpaper around the password settings or authentication control area. So let's dive into the second tab on the worksheet. So we'll go one by one on what are the key fields for documenting the workpaper around password settings and authentication control area testing. The process area is, again, as we discussed, it's under logical access ITGC category, and authentication and password settings is the control area. Date indicates the date the testing or assessment has been performed. In this case, I have put it as 15th of October. That's when the testing happened for the sample workpaper. The process owner is Jim Head. Again, we have picked up a Linux server for this specific sample workpaper and will be documenting our testing for the password settings for this Linux server, which is supporting an application for which Jim is the lead. The coverage period we have is for approximately 9 months, starting from January 1st through September 30th of 2023. The testing was performed by Tom Jenks from internal audit team. That's what we specified in the auditor field. The risk field talks about the risk related to the control area. In this case, it's around unauthorized access, because most of the control areas under logical access ITGC category have this broad risk. Because if what can happen if password settings are weak or they get compromised, the broader risk is around unauthorized access to data. Total population is nothing but what we will be testing. So we have overall 8 different settings, password settings, which will be tested. That's our total population. We will not be sampling anything here. We'll be testing the full population, which means we'll be testing all 8 settings for the Linux server. Next field is completeness and accuracy check, where we talk about how did we verify that the data is complete and accurate. So the query used to generate the password settings related to the Linux server and the output generated based on the query, they were reviewed to verify the completeness and accuracy. So that's how we are confirming in this workpaper on what step was taken to verify the completeness and accuracy. Control objective and attributes field. So here we'll list the key control for the specific control area. When it comes to authentication or password settings control area, is a very simple key control that strong password settings have been implemented. And when we talk about the settings, we have simple password settings like password length, life, history, invalid login attempts, and then complexity, which composes of the uppercase, lowercase, numeric and special characters. So we have specified the expected value of each of these password settings here in our control. Now coming to the test metrics.